Yo yo yo, back again with another stream. It's been a few days. Um, I've done quite a bit since my last stream. Um, I released a video. I made several shorts. Yeah, it's been fun. But tonight I want to stream, so that is what we're going to do. And honestly, I'm not even gonna bother with hooking up the cam to track my VTuber. It doesn't matter. I don't think the stream's gonna be that long anyways. But I wanted to pop in here since it's been a while. We're probably gonna do some art. Yeah, we might play some Monster Hunter later. We'll see. But, I wanted to work on some more art for my series, and that's pretty much what we're gonna do. Nice for now. But if I get bored, maybe we'll do something else. But I actually do want to draw, so gonna seize the opportunity to do so. Um, okay, so I just need to plug this in. I don't think I want to do a blue sky post. I think if people are gonna come, they're just gonna show up. I don't think I need to do all that. Okay. Um, Twitch is on. Discord was pinged. I just need to open this. Um, and some of my stuff might be bricked because I had to update my stuff, and for whatever reason, Clip Steel sends the lag when I first open it. But if I had it open, it usually doesn't lag, but whatever. Um, yeah, I want to draw more stuff related to my characters for my Webtoons series, so I think that's what we're gonna do. But I didn't warm up, so it's probably gonna be a little rough. I mean, we've drawn like all of like 5 minutes in my sketchbook, so, but I haven't really drawn digitally. Actually, I did Thursday. I did Wednesday. I didn't do any digital art today though. At least not till now. But what do you want to listen to? That's um I was listening to a lot of Xenoblade music lately, but I don't know if I want to listen to that now. Yeah, I guess I could. It's always a classic. And I need to pull up YouTube chat, I think. So let me pull that up and then we can get started here. I swear YouTube's in a weird place because I have moments where my channel's like dead, and then moments where it's like getting a decent amount of views. But I was talking to Teapot the other day, and I was trying to decide whether I wanted to, well, I don't want to take a break from streaming, because literally I just got off from taking a break, but trying to decide if I should spend more time towards YouTube, because I know YouTube isn't exactly like diminishing returns like Twitch is. And low-key, every day I'm on Twitch, I have less faith in this godforsaken platform. Um, Live stream chat. Yeah, I don't trust Twitch long term. I don't think it would be very sustainable. First I've seen you in a couple days. The OT pot, I haven't really been doing all that much. I was doing digital art offline, and I've just been playing Monster Hunter. But, yeah. Oops. That should not have been popping up. But yeah, I haven't really been doing all that much. I've been planning more things for my Webtoons series, so I think I'm gonna draw some of my characters. Guess I'm still not too sure about Lucille's design. I like the dress, but like, her hair's still giving me a bit of trouble. I've been writing, feels good to be back to creative. We're both doing web series. I still need to read what you put out, but I'll probably start reading that over the weekend. Because obviously I'm very interested. I saw that you made a post about it, so kudos. I wish I could say when I would think I'd have anything ready for my series, but I'm only just starting on the storyboard part. Not missing much, just a couple of pages of something that needs edit. Yeah, I'll probably check that out tomorrow. Or maybe after stream, we'll see. Yeah, I'm nowhere near, like, ready to publish something. I just want to make sure I get my designs done. I'm getting closer to the point of wrapping up this volume. I found an artist I might commission for the cover. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm still in the design phase. Although I did write like a little teaser, but like, yeah, it's very much not edited. Should do a crossover of her series. I would like to draw your character. Because she's cute. I don't even know if I'm even gonna have like something written and done by the end of the year, but I at least want to get the designs done like within the next couple months. Well, I don't think it'll take me that long for the designs. It's just the storyboarding is probably gonna take longer than that. I mentioned an art swap before. Maybe you could do it where I write a short story of your characters and you do a couple panels of my characters. Hey, that could be fun. I need to edit my notes, or at least I don't know what I did with that character chart that you gave me. I must have lost it or something, because like that could be probably helpful for like, getting the personality down for these characters. I'm not sure if I still have that chart again. Knowing me, I probably deleted it and didn't intend to do that, because I was cleaning my computer out. And all that jazz these past couple days. I could send it again. That would be lovely. But yeah, I think maybe I could do that. Because I know I want Lucille to be like a silly character, but like she has a dark side to her. That's basically it. And Kyoko, she's more of the studious nerd type, but like she's obsessed with horror stuff. Which you wouldn't expect from like a girly, preppy girl like her. But if there's one thing that I want in my series, is I want characters to be more than what they appear to be. Because you can never make assumptions based on someone's appearance. I think it's cool that we're both doing a 1920s to 30s era. My story's more set in like the 60s and 70s. Although I wouldn't be surprised if there's more jazz age stuff, because one of my characters is from Louisiana. And I guess it's still technically like the jazz age too. But considering that your character's like about spirits and stuff, I'm sure there could probably be some sort of overlap there. I want Lucille to be like, she has something that's different about her compared to like other girls, but I don't really know what. Like, I don't want her to be like a spirit. I think that's kind of cliche, but it could be interesting. But yeah, I've been drawing my characters offline. I've drawn them a bunch in my sketchbook. But for some reason, when it comes to digital, their design isn't clicking as much for some reason. My characters have Louisiana accents. Louisiana accents are so interesting to listen to. I'm trying to think, like, no one in my family really has a strong accent because we moved around a lot. I think the person with the strongest accents is probably my mom. Because my uncle doesn't, and my grandma doesn't really either. And I guess that's the interesting part of, like, moving and being in a bunch of different places. Because I've had people comment thinking that I was Canadian, but I'm not. And I don't know why or how people thought I had a Canadian accent, which is just weird. But that's one thing, hearing myself talk. I don't know what it sounds like. I mean, obviously I look at my recordings, but I never really thought about what my accent sounded like. I should probably move this, actually. Move this up. I was trying different rendering techniques offline, too. You don't really have any accent to me. Yeah, it's what the impression that I got when I listened to myself, but I don't know. Some people think I sound Canadian, which is interesting. I was born in Indiana, but I spent most of my time in the South, but I don't really have a Southern accent. Maple syrup. I got the little form that you sent. Surely I won't lose it this time, although it's in DMs, so I shouldn't lose it. I just need to open it again. Maybe, who knows, maybe, I could make the drawing and, like, start working on it tonight. I obviously want Kyoko to be someone who's learning English, and obviously I'm not Japanese, so that might be a little bit tricky to get right. But I think I can make it work. I'm pinned in DMs, now it'll never be lost. Super useful tool. Yeah, having a way to organize your characters is good. To be fair, I didn't even know you could pin DMs. I did not know that was a thing, but I'm still kind of damaged when it comes to, like, Discord and all this different stuff you can do on there. I think tomorrow, which I should be streaming, I don't believe I have anything to do tomorrow. I'll try the TikTok thing again, because I made a channel in my Discord to put art videos and stuff in. That way I don't have to keep switching. I can just swap over to my Discord and yeah, I can look at videos there. I don't have to go back and forth. I need to put some videos in there because I don't have anything in there, I think. So that will probably be what I do for tomorrow's stream, surely. But I was having this whole dilemma too, like, and I was talking to you about it and whether I should focus more on Twitch over YouTube. And I'm still kind of torn on it because, like, I think in a lot of cases, if you want to grow on Twitch, you need to do stuff on YouTube. Because, like, as far as being discovered, it's a lot harder to do on Twitch, obviously. And low-key, I'm not exactly thrilled about, like, the direction that Twitch is going in. I don't know how sustainable it would be long-term. But, like, streaming on YouTube is just sort of jank right sometimes. Not gonna lie. But the direction that Twitch is going, I'm a little concerned. I don't know any recent Twitch news. Maybe for the best. Well, a certain someone that we used to watch, well, you used to watch a lot, got banned. Like the decisions that they made. Oh. It's not just like decisions, although obviously that has quite a lot to do with it. My viewership is like kind of down like across the board, but I know that's normally low for the beginning of the year. But like, do I really want to spend more time on a platform I'm not sure is going to be around for like that long? I mean, Twitch has been around for a while, but like if they don't fix things, then I'm not really sure how long they're going to last. Like this. And I like streaming. There's things about Twitch I do like, but like, you can't say that you're a platform for like smaller streamers and like not offer anything to help them get noticed. Seems like the top 5 streamers on a platform have all the viewers and everyone else lost a ton. Well, even larger streamers are having lower viewership compared to usual, even compared to like last year. I know you can't compare COVID because like obviously everyone was home then, but like, I don't know. I think people are getting bored of Twitch. And this is like purely anecdotal, but remember when I started like streaming and like every Saturday stream there was like a few people. My last few Saturday streams have been kind of dead. Now, I don't know if it's because I've been inconsistent, which is definitely, like, an issue. Because, like, sometimes not having a scheduled stream can lead to viewership being lower, but, like, my last few weekend streams have been kind of dead. But it could also be because it's spring and the weather's nice. So people are out touching grass. But I noticed that when I do stream, my middle of the week streams seem to pop off a bit better than the weekend, which is interesting. But I want to try to get affiliate, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. At least not now. Because honestly, if I stream late, then my viewership's just not going to be that high enough to get it. But like, if it happens, it's cool. If it doesn't, it's also cool. I can't really complain about lower viewership if I'm not consistent with streaming. But those are things that I've noticed for like the past couple of months for my streams. And I do think YouTube would be a better long term. Something about her back looks a little weird. course, I could just be talking and not really knowing what I'm talking about, but like, I do think that Twitch is in a downward trend, generally speaking. Some of that is probably because of like leadership's decisions, but some of that too is just sometimes the platform can be annoying to use. I'm not even sure how Twitch can even fix itself, apart from being more consistent on its moderation rules. Maybe make it more like YouTube, but then why would people go on Twitch when they could just go on YouTube? The only thing that Twitch does have over YouTube is the better like streaming but yeah, you kind of almost have to like restream on a different platform or like post videos, otherwise you'll never grow on Twitch. You can't do it on Twitch alone. But I seem to have like a mainly consistent YouTube viewers. Although it does depend, because like no one cares about my traditional art videos. Some of them get views, but some of them don't. And I think the ones that I don't edit as much tend to get like less views. Unless you have like connections and grow from other people's channels, that used to work anyways. Yeah, I think part of it too is because of streaming culture. Like always, it was always cutthroat. I know that from watching other streamers and moderating for other streamers and all that. But like streaming culture low-key kind of sucks right now. Because obviously it's not genuine. People are just using people to like be more relevant. I'm just doing it so I can have a space to yap about things that I like. I'm not necessarily doing it for money, although that would be nice if that were an incentive. I don't know if I like this post. I might ditch this. There's another post that I have saved though, so I can use that one. This one's looser anyways. See, this is what happens when I don't warm up my hand first. Because it's not just a platform problem, although there's a lot of problems on Twitch. But like some of the streamers, yeah, I don't know why they're on this platform anymore. I'm just gonna say that. I don't know if my streams will ever be more than they are. Not gonna stop trying though. Today sucked because I wanted to do my first running stream, but my internet wasn't working again. Damn. I was having internet issues yesterday. I would have streamed, but I was having internet issues, and now you are having internet issues. Come in Texas internet L. And like, we haven't even had any bad weather lately, so I don't get why we've been having problems. And it happened again? Damn. It only happens when I try to do a writing stream. I feel like I'd be too ADHD to try to write on stream, but like filling out that character sheet could be fun to do on stream. Is God trying to tell me not to spoil my story on stream or something? I suppose you could still make a video on it too, but like I know that's not the same as streaming. I think part of the reason too was why I'm going back and forth on whether I should be streaming consistently too, is because it obviously when I make my own videos and I do everything on my own, I have to edit everything on my own, and it obviously takes time. And if I didn't stream as much as I am, which still isn't really that much, I probably could do 2 videos a week. But I like to stream, so I only do 1 video a week. Even though it would probably make more sense to do 2 videos so that I would grow faster. It's just gonna be narrating, so it won't be great, but I'll try my best. You're not half bad in narrating. I just remember your older videos that you did. It's funny because I remember when I started streaming and I was looking at an old VOD for some reason. And I used to stutter and stammer quite a bit. But, I guess the more you do it, you just get better at it. I tend to stutter or stammer a lot if I'm tired or if I have a headache, because my brain stops working. But actually today, I actually feel pretty good. No allergies. And I thought my iron issues were coming back, but I think that was just allergies. They were making me feel yucky. But I got some new allergy meds, so hopefully that won't happen. Although, lately we have been dealing with that haze and dust, so I think we just got it. It was just a few days later compared to the rest of y'all. So it's been pretty hazy. But the weather itself has been nice. It hasn't been too hot. Today is nice. I think tomorrow's supposed to be nice too. Try to enjoy it before it gets super hot outside, because I'm not exactly looking forward to that. Um, um, I forgot what I was gonna say. I was thinking about making videos. But like I said, if I didn't stream as much, I could probably get 2 videos out per week, which would low-key be better for my YouTube channel, but, I do like streaming. Some of my VODs get views, some of them don't. I think the ones that are specifically just art tend to do better, because obviously I'm an art channel. It would make sense for people to be interested in me for gaming, but maybe if I were to ever get monetized on YouTube, I would probably make a second gaming channel for that, instead of trying to combine the two, but I kind of want to get one YouTube channel done before I worry about another one. At least that's just my opinion. Because, like, it depends, like, on the video, but like it usually takes me like 2 sessions to edit a video usually. I wonder if we're just too late into the streaming game. For you, I don't think so. Obviously, you had to take care of your health. But like I think you started at a much better time than I did. I wonder if we're, who knows, maybe it'll come back. Truth be told, I don't think streaming will be obsolete. I think Twitch might be. If Twitch were to get shut down or people just don't care about Twitch anymore, it's just figuring out who would fill the void, because low-key YouTube streams, they don't get a lot of traction. Because I still don't quite understand how notifications work for YouTube streams, because I never see them, even for channels that I follow. And I feel like the discoverability isn't that much better than like Twitch for streams. If YouTube steps up their game, they could easily be way better. I think YouTube should probably just make like a separate app for streaming and have it be like Twitch. Because I think combining both videos and like live streams in one platform is not, it's not really doing anything good. I hate that top chat is always default. It makes viewers miss stuff. Streaming on YouTube still feels clunky sometimes. And low-key, I do prefer watching streams on Twitch over YouTube. It's really bad over there, yeah. Trying to think, like, what could Twitch do to fix itself? Or it might low-key just be too cooked to be fixed. I think making clips shareable is one thing. What other things could Twitch do to improve its platform? I'm not sure. Most of the streams I watch these days are YouTube streamers, funny enough, but that's 2 people. Because usually when I pull up YouTube chat, I'm looking at it through my phone. And like, I'm gonna be real, it's sometimes annoying to have up. But I still prefer viewing Twitch streams. I think Twitch still has the better viewing experience and like the better chat experience, even mobile-wise. Although I have problems with mobile Twitch too. Sometimes. But I think, like I said, I think maybe YouTube should have like a separate like little platform for streaming. Because trying to combine the two is just clunky. Honestly, what Twitch did was good as far as that's concerned, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just copy what Twitch is doing. That way, if your like favorite YouTuber, whoever is like streaming, you could just pop over that and it would look like Twitch, pretty much. Also, her legs are like really long. Yeah, I don't think they're supposed to be that long. Your race legs that are too long, I use the transform tool. I still don't quite understand how to use the transform tool. Me being vintage about my platform. Your method's better for actually improving. It's still a little bit long, but like I can fix it later. I kind of want to move on. Um, I don't really like to use the eraser too much if I can help it, unless I make a pretty obvious mistake. Cause like, if you're doing in your sketchbook, you might not always be able to erase stuff. But I talked about that in my latest YouTube video. Sometimes the eraser can be a crutch. And I'm like, one of the only ways to like get it past that is to sketch in like a pencil that can't be erased or like a pen or something. I have her hair in my sketchbook. Let me see what it looks like. Oh, so her pigtails were kind of like high. I wasn't sure about the pigtails, but I think I do kind of prefer that. It keeps their character looking young. Because I think with the other hairstyles, she was looking a little too old. And she's still supposed to be like young. Because I like to want her to have like frilly ribbons in her hair and stuff like that. I've been looking at more character design stuff too. I use Polyline one and pick what I want and drag it around. I'm still too perfectionist with sketches. I don't let them be messy. I treat it like line art. With digital art, there's not really any reason to be doing it like that, but I know it's a habit. And it takes some getting used to get out of it. But sometimes I go in too detailed, and other times I don't. But it's funny because, like, if you compare my traditional stuff to like my digital, there's definitely a difference. Because like in my sketchbook, I don't mind if I'm a little messy. But in my digital art, I do try to be a bit cleaner. Emphasis on try. It doesn't always work. So I want her to be in like a skirt. Pictures hasn't shown me much AI in a while, so it's been pleasant there lately. Yeah, I can't say I have noticed it much either. Are they finally changing their ways? Cough, cough, hope. Copium. And maybe I'll make a video about this, but I actually think the whole AI thing is starting to, like, run its course. Yes, obviously there's still people that talk about it, and obviously it's important for so many reasons, but, like, I think among even the techie people, I think AI is just not that shiny new toy anymore. And I'm not saying that people shouldn't be concerned by it, because obviously it's still taking some folks' jobs, but I don't think it's as big of a issue as it might have seemed to be. If I search the wrong thing, it'll probably stop showing up again. I'm getting these stupid AI short stories. Recommending it on YouTube. That's the worst part of it for me lately. I've seen I don't know if it's because I mainly use my YouTube for like music. like if I'm at work or whatever and I listen to music, but I've been getting a lot of AI music, which is weird. I don't know. It's just, I've been dealing with that quite a bit too. AI generated dinosaur art rots my soul. Look key, it also looks just weird. Like something's not right. You know a person didn't draw it. But I still maintain the fact that I think people are getting sick of like AI art. And I'm gonna have to disagree with the take that AI art will be better than artists. Because unlike a person, AI art is only fed like data. And given how computers and all that stuff works, I don't think it's really possible for an AI to learn how to draw better than a human. At least currently, with how these like models work. Like they think it's some infinite expanding thing, but it's not quite how it works. Inaccurate art is already bad, but at least it was real. I've heard takes saying we need to learn to live with AI, but it's too defeatist. There's always a reason to fight against dystopian shit, even if it seems like it took over. I don't know. If people are more into supporting their communities and fandom artists, then I think it'll be okay. I do still think we'll probably need to have to learn how to live with it, but like, that doesn't really mean we need to feed the beast either. But I don't think it'll be as widespread as people think it is. I think it's a fad. And like any other fad, I think people will get over it eventually, and I already see signs of that being the case. At least in my research of looking up stuff for videos. But I could be off topic here and just on some copian, but I don't think I am here. But I might go into detail more about that. Oh, you're right. I guess it really just also depends on what platform you're on too. Cause like, apart from like Twitter, and I don't use Twitter anymore. I don't really see a lot of AI art like that anymore. It used to be like a ton on like Instagram, but even then I don't see it that much anymore. So it could literally just be my feed, but I still think that people are getting tired of it. And I'm not well, I'm against AI taking people's jobs, but it can be useful. And then the whole copyright thing too is also the issue. I'm gonna give her a choker. Do I want to give her a belt? I'm still not sure if I want to do that. Because I just kind of like the color of the dress, but I guess I'll give her a belt here. It's the little things I'm the most indecisive about for this character. But I think changing the hair helped. But like, I do want ribbons and stuff to be like in her dress, so I kind of like that look. I wonder if YouTube's gonna get sued for those AI thumbnail suggestions. Someone showed a bunch of really bad Mario ones. So for once, Nintendo does a Nintendo moment and takes them to court. Just one thing to discourage AI. AI generative art to be more precise. Ribbons on the head, ribbons on the dress, love the consistency. I think again, you have to understand your enemy in order to like beat it, and without sounding cheesy, I think that's the case with like AI art in general. And what I mean when I say that is people think that AI is like this all-knowing, all-seeing thing, but that's not true. It's just a computer. It only knows what to do when you tell it what to do. And you can mimic other artists' art style, but like, it's not like a person. It can't improve. You can only feed it words, and for that reason, I think AI is starting to hit a wall because it can't like improve, if that makes sense. Because you can tell when something's AI, it has that look. And I don't know if it's because I'm an artist for like over 10 years, or I don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised if people try to use it as a shortcut, because obviously that's what they're doing it for, but like, I don't think art is as cooked as people say it is. And there still is an appreciation for that, because I think people are getting sick of like big studios like Disney and stuff, because they are doing all the same face boring stuff. So like, I think people are more into like independent like studios and independent animators and stuff like that, as opposed to like, I guess, big brand stuff. And I think it's for that reason too. I think artists, they'll definitely have to change their approach, but I don't think it's gonna be as bad as it might seem. And that said, there's also like a ton of Doom posters online. Cause like, if you're not Doom posting, then like, what's the point? But that's just my 2 cents. I could low-key be very off base here, but given that and everything that I've seen, and I think trends of what people are into and all that, I have no reason to think that AI won't be just more of a trend than it actually being something, at least for art. I can't speak for other fields, of course. Example of gibbering public giving fear mongering over something that isn't actually that bad. Ignoring real problems. Not that AI isn't a real problem. It definitely is, especially if it's taking stuff from like a company like what you said about Nintendo. Because like, obviously that's bad. But like, I think it's more something that is going to be used to cut corners, which will definitely affect some people's jobs for sure, and people should be speaking out about it. But like, it's just like the animation field. I don't think AI is what's causing like the exodus from the animation field. I think the work conditions and unrealistic expectations of animators is what's causing the problems for animators in particular. Well, it looks interesting, that cat movie. Yeah, I've seen it. Well, I want to see it. I've seen the trailer, but I haven't actually seen the movie. But this goes into the more of like, it makes sense that the art industry is struggling because like, art education is demonized in this country. Again, I'm speaking for the US, I can't speak for anywhere else. At least in the places that I've been, the art education kind of sucks. It's probably not like that in like bigger cities and other states, but like, for a lot of places, it's kind of rough. and it's partially to do with it. An artist thinking that they need to go to school to like be successful, but it's more like who you know, which isn't always like a bad thing, but like I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm explaining that right, but I guess it's something to talk about because I do want to turn this into a video at some point. Because I've also been thinking about that, but I don't know. There's always people that are gonna like mass produce like stuff, and like Disney and it's an example of that. But like I don't know, I think people are returning to form and liking more independent stuff. And I think that's just something that's gonna continue. There's the stance that history has always had technology advancing and replacing jobs. People need to learn to adapt, which is true, but when you're straight up replacing art, it's a whole other level. But like art was never really meant to be like something to consume fast or something that is made like super fast. It takes time to paint or draw something. But I think artists lost their way when art became something to like constantly consume, if that makes sense. And it's not just beginners that are like going through this, because like every week I hear about another like OG YouTube artist using AI, and you can tell that their passion for art has likely waned because of the need to constantly have something put out. Because like if you're an artist and even if you had an editor, it still takes like a ton of B-roll to edit an art video. Because like if your drawing goes wrong, that certainly delays like everything that you're trying to do. I guess I could give her socks. If people see art as something like a fast food, of that song, yeah, I'm probably gonna get copyright struck, but I don't care. I wanted to listen to this. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, if artists feel pressure to like have to constantly like put stuff out, and I feel that way too with my videos, but it's only because I want to grow, obviously. And I know all these artists want to do the same thing, but like if people don't enjoy the process of making art, then they're gonna hate being an artist. It just seems pretty straightforward, pretty much. I didn't use this song for a vagabond section in my video, but major reasons were erased for being copyrighted on YouTube, apparently. Yeah, my butt's probably gonna be like muted, but I don't care. Ease, righties. It's weird. Some of my VODs have been, some of my VODs haven't. The other day on stream, I was playing Monster Hunter, and that VOD somehow got muted. At least some parts of it did. I don't know why that happened. I was playing a game, and that's when my VOD split because I changed from art to like gaming, and it split my VOD. But it still got struck for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, I don't get why that happened. But yeah, if people see art as like something that you gotta print out, and it makes sense that even OG artists start to lose sight of that in their process. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. Check something real quick.
Light as a feather when I'm floating through, reading through the daily news, measuring the hurt within the golden rule. Centimeters of ether, I'm heating the speaker. Motivational teacher with words that burn people. Seeing the headlines line with discord. It's either genocide or the planet in uproar. Never good. The rules are never nice. The best laid plans of mice and men are never right.
Okay, I can deal with that later. Sorry, I just had to deal with something real quick. I think that's part of the reason why I wanted to make my own series, which obviously I don't really know what to do, and I've been looking at more like Webtoon videos and stuff about releasing and publishing and all that, because obviously I don't know how to do any of that. I think platforms like Webtoons have helped like creators like be able to tell their own stories. And sure, some of it might be cheesy, but like being able to work on something that you made, your own characters and everything, I think that's pretty sick. And I actually wanted to make a video too, talking about like how people keep calling everything cringe, but like cringe is good. It's not a bad thing. Sometimes it's good to enjoy what you like, and you shouldn't be shamed for doing so. Hot take. It feels awesome, but it's tough. Yeah. Even if I just did like one volume of my characters, I'd be like proud, because like who would have thought that someone like me could actually do it? So this is a project that I want to stick by as long as I can, if I'm able to anyways. Just like my channel, pretty much. Like I said, I've been low-key giving my characters moles a lot lately. Why am I getting pinged so much? Jeez. It feels awesome, but... Oh, TikTok. Yeah, it's weird. It always seems to happen when I'm streaming. This is a vibe, low-key. I don't even care if the VOD gets muted, because, like, the music is good. Yeah, I definitely like the pigtails. I think that's really cute. What if I could make Lucy like a vampire or something? I wonder if that's cliche. I want something to be different about this character. I'm trying to, so louder music would be Pug. Trying to sketch a mock of or the cover for the artist I want to commission. Ooh. I wouldn't mind commissioning people for like my characters, but like I kind of want to do this myself first to see what it's like. Which is probably stupid because obviously I don't have the time to like put towards everything as much as I would like. But I think it's one of those things that I need to learn how to do. If she were a vampire, she couldn't really be out during the day, so that probably wouldn't work for this character. I gotta think of something. I'm still a little bit fuzzy on the backstory of this character. I know I want her family to be involved. Because, like, they're beautician slash, like, boutique owners. I want it to be related to fashion. But I don't know where does she live, what kind of environment. Like, obviously she's from New Orleans. And I'm thinking, like, maybe her family is, like, a wig shop owner or, like, a dress shop. Like, they sell a bunch of fancy dresses, and she tells, like, all the stories of the clients that she has. Some of which might be, like, haunted. Alchemist. I think having ties to, like, voodoo would be interesting, but I need to figure out how to do that without it being, like, insensitive. Because obviously there's stuff that I don't know about voodoo. It's like sort of like a witch doctor, maybe. I have to read more though. I need to do more research into that. Because I'm not sure if that's like the correct term for it. But witch doctor is sort of what I'm going for. She totally doesn't like curse or put a hex on like her parents' like dresses that they sell or whatever. Something like that. She's more like the trickster type though. Like she looks all happy go lucky and bubbly and like you better watch her, she might do something crazy. If that makes sense. But the alchemy idea does seem cool. That's sort of what I'm going for. Well, that's got me thinking, what do you call that? A voodoo practitioner? Hmm. Apparently they have like different names, like depending on where it is. It is sort of like witchcraft, but it's not the same thing. What are they called? Voodoo Sons? Hmm. Yeah, I'll have to do more research off stream because I remember reading a lot about Marie Laveau. So maybe I need to read more about her in particular. But, like, she's like a herbalist, and I kind of want this character to be like that. Well, like, not necessarily like just for actual medical like stuff, but like, let's say her family's like hosting a gala, and like she gets the idea to like mess with the guests by like haunting their clothes or whatever, something like that. I think that would be interesting. Here then, I wonder if I have a voodoo practitioner in network with my insurance. That's the plot of Sophia, the first episode, funnily enough. Because there's like, it's voodoo, there's like a lot of Caribbean and African and Haitian influence, obviously, so I want to make sure that I get the terms for it right, because like, I don't want to mess that up, even though it's technically like part of my own family's history. But obviously a lot gets lost in years, so I have to look. And it's interesting because Marie Laveau, there's like a little I guess story or urban legend about her and her ties, which kind of ties into this character and her wearing a bunch of like ribbons and stuff. So it's pretty interesting in that regard, anyways. Like, this character's a little too young to still be like the voodoo queen, but like voodoo princess or like Mardi Gras princess, I think. And something else that's like interesting too about like Mardi Gras in general, is like the circus aspect of it, because it is very theatrical. Because all the characters are playing the part. That's kind of what I want this character to be, pretty much. But I think talking about it has got me thinking about a few more ideas for her. So maybe I'll like figure that out and we'll fill out the little character sheet thing. I think that could be fun, that's for sure. So yeah, I need to research more of that stuff. Kyoko's character is a bit more straightforward. Like I said, she's the bookkeeper's daughter, so like it can be pretty interesting to just say like her bookstore her father owns is like haunted or something. I feel like that's ridiculous to believe. At least in my opinion. Well, like I said, I never really put that much into like my OC stories, so that is definitely a change for me. It's fun though. I like researching different topics. Um, okay. I've definitely been trying to stay like a bunch of like different dresses too offline in my sketchbook. And I also wanted to make a video where I try to draw like different art styles or like anime art styles for like the different decades. I think that would be fun. Um, I don't want to listen to that yet. Maybe later. But I do know what else I wanted to listen to. Change Pepsi. Uh, when do they have an hour? When I do also want to play Monster Hunter later, maybe. Those videos where people draw anime characters and styles of other shows are really cool. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing something like that. I used to do that like forever ago. I think I did it like once or twice. It's been a while since I did something like that. But yeah, I think this is pretty much what the character's gonna look like. I think I did get the hair down. So, oops. I always do this wrong the first time. But surely I do it right this time. Okay, I only missed a little bit. I can go over that with a pen. I don't have to, like, do it like that. I actually did it right this time. Pog. Oh, that's a little too big. Like, I don't consider myself, like, particularly girly, but, like, I have to say drawing, like, skirts and stuff is pretty fun, and dresses. Cool design. The doll version was really cool, too. I want to do something else with it. Because I still have that idea in my brain. Okay, so that's the base layer. So I'm gonna clip this, I think. Actually, no. Do I want to do a clip, or do I just... I guess I would just do this for the base layer. And lately I've been into using like the textured brushes again. I just think they're much more interesting to look at. And something else that I noticed that AI art struggles with is using different textures for art. That's why it all looks the same plastic texture, because that's really all it knows how to do. And I think being able to use and understand texture is something that human artists obviously have a bit of an advantage over currently. And brown looks a little too orange, but that might be because of the clipping mask. It's making it look like that. Also, the purple might be making it look a little orangey too. But yeah, I was never like a huge fan of like smooth, like coloring. I like art with texture in it, even if it's like a detriment. I don't care. Just what I prefer. And I got a new bot on my server that shows what free games are available on platforms like Steam and Epic. It's in the freebies channel. Well, I need to take a look at that. Steam had their spring sale and I got The Last of Us. I didn't really get anything else though. I always wanted to try that game. I think something like that though I would do on stream. But I haven't really been feeling the need to get into like a heavy story game lately. Because obviously I like to do art. So she has the socks, so I would need to color the bottom part here. A Jurassic World game was gonna go on sale soon. I knew the day it did. Reps would message me, and sure enough, he did. He's the guy who got us the Clip Studio for a huge discount too. Yeah, go date for sure. I'm gonna have to figure out, because the Clip Studio version that I have runs out in August, I believe. Because that's when we got it. So I have to decide if I want to keep the professional version. Or if I want to switch to the EX one, which I don't know if I do that, I'm gonna lose all my stuff. But the EX version does have more features that the Pro version doesn't have. Which I did not know that when I bought it, or else I would have gotten another version. But that's neither here nor there. I might just keep what I have, because like, if I have everything set up the way I want, I don't really want to spend time setting that up again. So I might just stick with the Pro version, but I need to see what features the EX version has before I make that final decision. I forgot about the expiration gulp. You can get it subscription. It's like cheap. Like, actually, let me see. How much is it? Activate. Manage plans. How much is it? Surely it won't leak anything by putting this up. Or will I even be able to... Oh. Yeah, it's valid till August. And I can purchase a plan. But they're not that expensive. It's not like Adobe. I mean, I thought that when we... What was for life? No, it's only for a year. Like, you can buy it one time only for like 60 bucks, and then you can have it forever. For version 4.0. Or you can get the monthly plan, which is like $1 a month or $6 a year. And obviously you can pay extra if you want more storage. But that's not bad. I'll probably get the one-time purchase though. But the problem is, I don't know, because I want to upgrade my computer at some point. I hope so that I can upgrade it this year. If not this year, definitely next year. So I might just get the subscription for Clip Studio, and then I'll just switch over and get the permanent version when I get my new PC. I think that'll probably be the strat. But, yeah, I think I'll probably just end up getting the subscription to EX. And then I'll probably switch over and get the permanent version when I do upgrade my setup. I think that's the strat for now. Because I don't mind supporting, like, Clip Studio, because, like, they support artists. You see, I don't mind spending money on something that I know is going to help other artists and creators. If only Adobe could take notes. And the subscription was only for iPad. I think you might be thinking of Procreate, because I'm pretty sure you buy that once, you have it for life. But Clip Studio's not like that. But yeah, I think you're talking about Procreate. Which I don't know anything about since I don't have any Apple devices. But like, if I can use like a powerful art software and only have to pay a few bucks a month, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it, I swear. It's in settings. Like you see your account, there should be something that says manage your plan, and it should tell you like, when the plan is expired. So I got Clip Studio Paint in August, and it's currently the end of March. I feel like I could probably like make another video talking about Clip Studio again. So I might do that soon, surely. Because I definitely have some more thoughts about this software that I didn't have. Because obviously I didn't know how to use it. So I would take the clips masking off, because I can't have a clipping mask over another clipping mask for some reason. I think that's probably a feature that's in the EX version and not the Pro version. And I didn't realize that until after the fact. I have to say though, out of like all the software, I use DaVinci for free, but I pay for Canva and I also pay for CapCut because CapCut is what I use to make my shorts, because, like, I'm gonna be real, trying to cut out, like, shorts from my own videos is just pain. But CapCut does it for me, and then it adds the little subtitles, which is, like, a time saver. Like, if it's AI for that purpose, I don't think that's a bad thing. But, like, it does make editing a little bit easier. And it stretches out my content. If I can't upload something, I can just post my shorts. I tried to make some of my streams, but they didn't come out too well, unfortunately. I'm just not sure if I like the multiplier layer in Clip Studio, though. It feels too dark. Oops. Um... Did I not do something right? Clip. I mean, if the multiplayer layer is literally the only thing I have to complain about for Clip Studio, and it could just be me not using it right, then, like, I still left this this software. Also, I'm not really sure why I can't see my brush. Maybe because I had my eraser on instead. Anyways. I hate when that happens. It's like, why can't I see my stuff? So it is erasing my stuff. Okay, let me fix that. I guess I know what happens. I bump the side of, like, my graphic pad, and I accidentally turn on the eraser, and I'm like, why is it not drawing? Okay, there we go. I guess, like, whenever I put the multiplayer layer on, I end up turning down the opacity anyways. Or other times I just don't have it on at all. I could probably turn it down a little more. Okay. Well, I guess I could turn it up just this much. Okay, for a drawing like this, I don't even really want to do line art, so I might just go in and change the color. Like I did the other day. Also, I need to do a separate layer for the hair, but I can do that later. Um, yeah, I like the sketch, so I might just keep that as the line art. Might not feel like doing another line art layer. I might finish working on this tomorrow. If I don't finish it this evening, because I still want to play some Monster Hunter in a little bit. So I might switch over to that soon. But I just want to finish the skin. I think. But like I said, I don't think I have anything to do tomorrow like that. So I should be able to stream. And maybe we'll do the TikTok thing, or maybe, like I said, I'll get my notes together and fill out the little character sheet thing. Although, if I do the TikTok thing, they'll probably make another video for me, and I wouldn't have to edit too much, I think. But, as usual, I'll figure out what to do when I get there. I mean, I get the importance of, like, planning stuff, but sometimes not everything has a plan. That's okay. And probably me saying that is probably hurting my growth, but, like, I don't really like to feel pressured to have to do anything. It's my channel, after all. I do like streaming. But goddamn Twitch, I need you to get your shit together. Brandon, my niece had a drawing that blew up on TikTok. I asked her if she wanted to draw Gail, but she didn't respond. I think she's too cool for me now. I don't have enough subs to talk to her. Well, she can't forget about her uncle. It's cute. As far as I know, I'm the only person in my family that draws. No one in my family is like super artsy. I know I'm not the only like nerdy person in my family, but I think I'm the only artsy person. Which is both fun and annoying because like you have to deal with like relatives that want you to make a drawing all the time. Bella art is really good, but I've barely seen any of it. She keeps it close to her chest. I can get being a bit shy about that around your family sometimes, because I'm still like that. Um, it's weird, because like I don't have a problem like showing my art on like YouTube or like obviously Twitch or TikTok or anywhere else, but like showing it to my family is like er weird. Like I think they know that I do it on social media, but they don't know what I do. And I don't even really draw anything particularly spicy either. It just is what it is, I guess. Um, oops. Because some family can be very weird about it. Even when there's really nothing to be weird about. But like, I'm not one of those like ace artists that like draw R34 stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's just nah. I don't mind drawing like some fan art, but like I wouldn't do anything quite that. Uh, I think like the furthest thing that I ever really drew was like two girls kissing. That was probably like it. Which wasn't even really that bad because it was more like a kiss on her cheek. I remember it too. It was Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn, I think. I might have did it once for my own characters, but it was like the similar thing. But like that's about as spicy as it got. And it's probably as spicy as I'll ever get because like in all my other stories, my characters are either like ace or aromantic, so yeah, there's that too. I have no real interest of like drawing romance stuff. Stop. I mean, no shade to those who do it, I just don't have an interest in it. If there's a romance plot, it probably wouldn't take over the story, but like in this case, there isn't gonna be one. It's literally just two girls like geeking out over horror stories. Although some of them might contain like romance, cause like Frankenstein's Bride, stuff like that. But like about the characters themselves, probably not. I'm still a firm believer that like romance just ruins a lot of stories. And not every story needs to have one. And you can appeal to a younger audience without having it in a story, believe it or not. And if anyone says otherwise, I'll point them in the direction of One Piece. Or even like Hunter x Hunter too, if I'm being honest. I don't want to go too dark in the face. So I might just do a little bit more. I'm gonna change this liner, so let me change that. And of course, I forgot how to do it like the way that the video showed me, so I'm gonna make a clipping mask because I'm lazy. So I'm gonna clip that. Clip this to below. And I'm gonna grab my spray brush. And I'm gonna change it to like black. Although, I don't like doing a completely black liner, truth be told. And yeah, that's literally all I wanted to do. Because I don't want to draw it over again. I still might go over and make another line art layer, but for now, I'm just gonna do this. And it's not even like a completely black color. It's more like a dark brown red color. Because honestly, the more that I do like these illustrations, the less I like using black line art. Hunter has some romance, but everything off the top of my head was really good. Oh yeah, I forgot about those two. Aware. Like, that wasn't the main premise, I think, so... Okay, so let's go back to this layer. Just even changing like the line art, it made the picture look a little less vibrant, but I kind of don't hate that because like it's supposed to be like an old school timey character. So I kind of like that look, the greeniness. It's interesting too because like in traditional art, I'm more likely to be drawn towards like brighter colors. And if you've seen on my last stream that I drew these two characters, I did it in my watercolor sketchbook, but I picked a bunch of brighter colors. Apart from doing like the shading stuff. And then I went over it with like a black liner pen. But here, I'm more drawn to earthy tones. And like stuff that's not super bright. Which is something that I noticed, because like, I'm at the point where like my digital style and my traditional style is diverging. And like way faster than I thought it would. Is this where the cool art is, or should I keep looking? Well, I do art mostly, but I also play games. And I'm probably gonna start playing Monster Hunter in a little bit. Because like it's a nice chill game to yap. It actually runs pretty well on my computer, although it was lagging, but I think that's because I had to update OBS yet again. But yeah, I usually do like art streams on like Fridays and Saturdays, mostly. But I don't have a set schedule. But welcome. This is your file stuff, my friend. I'm just creating like the character for my Webtoons series. And I've been yapping about that for the past couple of hours. I also love that song, so I'm gonna rewind it. I'm gonna merge these layers because I don't think I want to add too much more shading here. Well, I guess I could blend this out real quick. I'm still new to digital art, so I'm still learning some things, but I think compared to when I first started streaming and now, I think I learned a bit. Still have a long way to go though. So I want to merge this, and this is just the skin layer. And this is gonna be the hair, so I need to move that down. I kind of want it to be like a reddish color too, so... Because like our hair isn't like completely black, it's has some red in it too. So I kind of wanted that. Oops. Actually, I've been having fun with this, so maybe I might not play Monster Hunter. I might just continue to work on this until I get tired. It's like, low-key, I'm vibing here. I don't kind of want to stop because I do want to figure out how to do rendering and not have it take a billion hours to do. I might have to do a separate layer for like the bows. Yeah, I think this is really good. Low-key might be cooking a little bit here. I'm gonna have to go back in the base layer and clean up some of the areas, so. Yeah, maybe we'll just continue working on art today. I wanted to play Monster Hunter, but I kind of want to keep drawing more. Maybe we'll play some tomorrow. But yeah, if you like art and me ranting about One Piece and Monster Hunter, then yeah, this is the channel for you, pretty much. Okay, so I can use the smaller brush for the strands.
When the clock strikes 6:30, babe, time to head for.
That's not in my soundtrack. Why did it play? Just Teapot, you'd be happy to know that I've been listening to a bunch of Sonic music lately. Um, Outside of like streaming. And I guess I could use it for like some of my videos, but like I'm still scared to use video game music because when I did it before, I did end up changing everything because it got struck for some reason. But maybe I'll give it another go, surely. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. When I did it, YouTube did not like it. And I don't know how other people are doing it. And I use the same songs as they do, but I ended up having to change the music. I've been listening to a lot of like Sonic Colors music, which is such a shame that the PC version is just dog water. Because I really do miss the game and I want to play it again. But I do not have my Wii anymore. And I don't have really any other console to play it on. And the PC version's just trash. Sedge. And Colors OST is goated. Absolutely. if you have any like totally legal, legit versions of Sonic Colors, then I would totally buy the version that is on Steam that works perfectly. I'd definitely be down to know because I do want to play it and spend forever. Like, I'm not even a big Sonic fan, but like something about Unleashed in Colors really scratches my brain in a good way. And they're not like super long games too, so I could probably do it in like a session or two if I really took the time to do it. Sonic Forces music is also amazing despite the quality of the actual game. Um, I have to clean some of this up. Okay. Yeah, so the only thing that I got from the Steam sale was Last of Us, which I have been meaning to play for like a better part of 10 years, but I do have it now, so yeah. Whenever I do feel like playing a story game and I finish Okami, it'll be time to figure out what to play next. Loki, I haven't really been feeling it too much into games except for Monster Hunter. But like Monster Hunter, you just get in and get out. No one plays Monster Hunter for a story, and I stand by that. It's just if you want to fight some monsters, pretty much. Um, Honestly, I don't even know if I want to really add too much shading here. I don't think I need it. Let's try something though. I'm gonna try something a little different here. And surely this will work. Oh. Yeah, I think I like the roots of the hair being a bit darker. I like the rest of the hair. I know the dreaded like airbrush tool is something that like you're told not to use like if you're a beginner, but like I think for some cases it's actually not so bad. And again, I stand by that point. Um, uh, um, yeah, I don't know. I don't get why artists like fearmonger like which way is the right way to do something sometimes. Like, obviously you shouldn't do your whole piece in, like, airbrush, but, like, to say not to use it at all is, like, come on, man. It's fine. It's not the end of the world, I promise. I definitely don't believe in using a tool that much that it becomes a crutch, because I do think that's bad. But, like, if you have something that can make the process a little less frustrating, I say use it. And that's pretty much my take on it. Just don't be weird about it. Which pretty much translates to, like, most things. Oop. I feel like your stern could probably be a bit darker, so I'm gonna have to go into, like, the color tool to fix that, I think. Um, um, yeah, I definitely, like, prefer the chalk brushes. Okay. Um, do I want to blend this or not? Yeah, I think I can make the skin a little bit darker, so let's do that. Um, correction layer. And change the hue. Um, something else that I noticed, which I should have included in my video, don't use a white canvas. That is actually something that is kind of important to follow because, number one, a white canvas strains your eyes. And, like, that was part of the reason why I got so tired of doing digital art quickly, because I was straining my eyes. So if you really don't want to go blind, make sure that you change the background color for your canvas. It can be gray, it can be cream, just don't do straight white. It's bad. And it can also mess up your color balance too. At least for digital art. I think for traditional art, it doesn't really matter that much if you use white. And I actually prefer bright white paper, but not for digital. But I guess the more you know. So I'm gonna merge that. Um, yeah, I really should have included that in my art tip video. But if I ever make a new one, I will probably put it there too, or I'll make like a little clip about that. But yeah, don't use white canvases for digital art, or you'll go blind. I tend to use like more of a cream color, but I have used gray in the past. Cause like if I'm using like a night filter and like a cream canvas, it actually doesn't help. I'm glad you say that. I realized that my canvas was a bit little too bright. It wasn't white, just a light gray. Love cream canvases. Could make a pen comment if you want to, or I might like post it. I might make a little short about that. Um, like there is a bit of a difference if you were to use like a normal. Oh wait, canvas. Um, as opposed to like, oops, an off-white one. Now, like if I were doing like my traditional painting, I still probably would do like an underpainting, which would usually be like orange or whatever this color that I want my painting to be like. I'd still do an underpainting too. But like, yeah. If you can help it, try not to use a white digital canvas. Is this the right layer? Um, okay. Yeah, I don't want this to be like too overbearing, because it's kind of not what I'm going for here. So I need to be a little careful. Oh, that's kind of the wrong color. Um, yes, this is what I'm talking about. Even in my like traditional art style, I don't like to add too many highlights. I'd rather have the original canvas to show out more than like white pen or white paint. I think it's something that can become a crutch if artists use it too much. And I don't really like white gel pens, because the ones I have never work. Um, um, Yeah, I'm liking how this looks. Oops. Actually, yeah. Honestly, my canvas now is still a little bit brighter than I would have liked, but like I'm already in the middle of this and I don't really want to change it. So I'm just dealing with it. I would probably go a little darker than what I have here. Although, to be fair, it looks a little bit brighter on stream than it does IRL. Um, that's in my experience anyways. Um, um, I don't really want to add too much more of like highlights here. I might come back and add some more. So I'm gonna actually leave this layer here. I'm not gonna merge it yet because I might not be done with it. You can change the canvas super easily by double-clicking the paper layer unless there's some other reason you can't change it. Well, if I was going to change the color for the canvas, I would have done it before I started coloring. Because if I change it now, it's going to throw off my balance, and I really don't want to mess around with my settings too much. But yeah, I should have changed it first, but I just wanted to start drawing and I forgot to do it. But that's just right to say. I'd say I'd rather do it before I start coloring. This is the hair. No, wait, this is the liner layer. And this is the clipping layer. So I guess I can merge this. Okay. And this is the hair. I can merge that because I don't know where I want to add anything else to this. And I'm not sure about the skin, so I'm going to leave it there. So let's do like a little one for the bows and the hair. Do you want it to be a separate layer? Oh, thank you for the follow. Also, my follow alert isn't even working. It was working, but then it stopped. So I'm gonna have to fix it. But yeah, thank you. I swear, it seems like whenever you update OBS, it like cooks everything in your like stream setup. And I have it like saved, so like it shouldn't do that, but I don't know. Like whenever I have an update, my alerts and stuff stop working. And I don't know why.